to another session of Quadrant T20 on our YouTube channel of Modern Shrines. And once again, we have with us Ashwath, who will be sharing his thoughts on the four matches what we have seen on IPL 2020. Welcome to be with us, Ashwath.
Thank you so much.
Ashwath, after the first match, which was played in Abu Dhabi between the defending champions Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings, where Chennai Super Kings won the match, we had seen three more matches. What is your opinion about these three matches and IPL T2020 so far?
Well, it has been, all the matches have been very interesting. And what we have observed and seen in these four matches is that the first three matches were in favor of bowlers because UAE is known for having dry wickets, and dry wickets are often conducive to spin bowling. And that is what we have seen in the first three games. They were quite low scoring games as per IPL standards. And the last game which took place in Sharjah, that was a small ground and we saw fireworks happening yesterday. So I guess it is going to be a tough and a very equal competition between batsmen and bowlers going ahead in the tournament, considering the small ground in Sharjah and the wickets being friendly to bowlers. So I expect nothing but a delight for all the viewers, and I'm sure the tournament is going to be equally poised for batsmen and bowlers.
We saw the second match in Dubai between Kings 11 Punjab and Delhi Capital, and there was a super over.
Yeah.
What is your uh, opinion about that match?
Well, as a cricket spectator, it was a delight. We all, as viewers, want a super over to happen because that is the most interesting part of cricket. And as far as both the teams are concerned, well, Kings 11 Punjab would be feeling very guilty and regretful for having a super over in the first place because they just required three runs, one run of three balls, and seeing how Mayank Agarwal was performing, he was 89 not out when they required one run of three balls. And he gave away his wicket by spotting the only fielder in the outer circle. So for Kings 11 Punjab, it is sad that super over took place in the first place. But credits to Delhi Capitals as they made the most out of the opportunity that they got in Mayank Agarwal's dismissal. And also credits to Marcus Stoinis for pulling off such an amazing victory with the help of his bat and ball. So yes, it was an amazing match.
We saw the third match again in Dubai, where Royal Challengers Bangalore won against Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yes, that was also it was a low scoring game. 160 is not that big a total. And credits to Devdutt Palikkal from Royal Challengers Bangalore playing his first IPL match. He scored a 50 and he looked very confident on the field. AB de Villiers, I wouldn't comment much on him because he has always been consistent for the Bangalore side. And also, Yuzvendra Chahal taking three wickets also shows that the wicket is conducive to spin bowling, but he bowled extremely well. And in the end, Navdeep Saini's fast bowling helped RCB win the match. So it just shows that RCB has ticked a few boxes compared to what they had in the earlier season. They have a good balanced bowling side. They have a promising opening pair in Aaron Finch and Devdutt Palikkal, who both of them are playing their first match for RCB. So RCB has most of their boxes ticked. We need to see more of their matches to see how this side together is performing. And as far as Sunrisers Hyderabad is concerned, I they do have a balanced side, so it's very early in the tournament for anything to be commented on them. But overall, it was a good match to witness.
As you know that Mahendra Singh Dhoni is one of the most sorted out batsmen whom the people would like to see. Unfortunately, we could not see him bat on the opening match. But yesterday, yes, everybody saw him batting. But there was a issue or a controversial statement which was going on that his decision to bat at number 7 against Rajasthan Royals was not the right decision as a captain, especially when they had to chase 217.
Well, now that we have seen the result of the match, it's very easy to say that Dhoni should have batted up the order, and maybe that would have paid off as well. But MS Dhoni knows his batting the most. We as spectators do not know anything about what he is going through as a batsman. It is pertinent to note that he has not played cricket for over 400 days. He has come after having a quarantine period of 14 days. So it is very important to note these small things when before criticizing a batsman. Yes, even I would have thought, knowing what Dhoni has performed till now, that if he would have come up the order, it would have been different. But ultimately, MS Dhoni is the best person to comment on his batting. And that is what he said in the post match press conference as well, in the interview, in fact, that he wasn't that comfortable coming up the order because he didn't bat for like 400 days. He hasn't played any competitive game. So, yes, that is about it. But having said that, he did hit three monstrous sixes, and more than anyone else, it would make him feel very good. And this will actually give him the confidence to bat up the order in the coming matches. And a confident MS Dhoni batting up the order is more effective than MS Dhoni not being so sure about batting up the order and giving chance to youngsters like Rishikesh Gaikwad and Ruturaj Gaikwad, sorry, and Sam Curran.
Well, today we have yet another exciting match between Kolkata Knight Riders and defending champions Mumbai Indians. Do you think what's your call on this particular match? Because do you think it's very important for Mumbai Indians to win this match, or it's too early to say anything? Because Mumbai Indians have always proven themselves at a later stage. If you look at
That
their records.
yes, Mumbai has always they have been slow starters, so and they haven't registered a single victory in UAE. So it would be interesting for them to have a victory. It will be a major boost to them, but it's not going to affect their team morale whether or not they win. But having said that, KKR and Mumbai they both are great teams on paper, and Mumbai would definitely be looking to come back stronger after the defeat against CSK. And Mumbai might have an edge because they have played one game already in Abu Dhabi. And yes, so as far as on paper teams and the edge is concerned, I think Mumbai Indians have an edge. But we will get to know about that in less than 2 hours.
So, what are going to be the key highlights of today's match? Like which are the batsmen and bowlers you'll be looking forward to today, especially the youngsters?
Well, from KKR, Shubman Gill is definitely a youngster to watch out for. And in all likelihood, he is going to be the future of Indian cricket. So it will be interesting to see how he performs in UAE. And apart from him, we have Andre Russell. He has always proven that he is the perfect finisher that KKR was looking for. And let's see how he performs. He has come back from the CPL and he has been in form. So let's see. It would be interesting to watch until Dinesh Karthik's captaincy, of course, and even Pat Cummins. He's also going to come back. I initially said that he's not available, but he has declared himself available and he is going to be there in the KKR squad today. So let's see how the most expensive player of IPL 2020 performs.
And finally, what's your overall opinion about this season after the four matches? What we have seen?
Yeah, as I earlier said that there are wickets which are dry, so they are helping spinners, and there are few grounds which are small, which are helping the batsmen. So I guess going ahead in the tournament, it is going to be a perfect competition between batsmen and bowlers. So let's see. It's going to be a great challenge for all the cricketers out there, and we will get to know whatever is going to happen in the future. Future would be the wrong word, but whatever is going to happen ahead during the course of this IPL tournament. But as far as I see, I think it's going to be a very tough competition, and personally, I would actually be looking forward to seeing bowlers dominate the IPL 2020.
Thank you very much, Ashwath, for being with us, and we look forward to more of your comments as we see the season progressing for Dream 11 IPL 2020. Thank you once
Thank,
again.
thank you so much for having me once again.